Well, I meant one for you.
It's almost one for me.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, because now I'm streaming. Hello!
Oh. You didn't even give people a chance to show up.
They'll show up. They'll come. Hello?
I mean, it says you're alive. Well, ads are kicking in, but...
Let me change it on Twitter as well, my Twitter profile.
And my phone just notified me as well.
Hello, Levi. Am I seriously still on Sora? Yes, I'm seriously still on Sora. It's 3 characters I gotta draw.
It's true.
So I'll finish up Sora, then we'll get to Knights. How's everyone doing? So you're probably wondering why I'm suddenly streaming on a Friday, even though normally I'm supposed to be busy these days with work. So here's the story, because this has kind of been a weird week. My initial plans to stream on Tuesday got cut short because it was thunderstorming that whole day, and I didn't want to risk a power outage. Then I wasn't able to stream Wednesday or yesterday because my father's actually in town. I haven't seen him in over a year and a half. So I went to go see him on Wednesday. So that's where I was. That's where I was on Wednesday. And then yesterday, my little sister came down from Arkansas to come visit as well. So it's kind of because on Sunday we're gonna kind of have this giant, big family get together, effectively. And the reason why I'm able to stream today and why I'm not at Pizza Hut currently is because I knew about all this ahead of time, obviously, and I took this weekend off. And currently today, I have the house to myself because my family right now are all on the boat, and I didn't want to go. So we're streaming today.
Sick.
Now, let me get the Knights music playing. I would play Kingdom Hearts music, but I don't trust Kingdom Hearts music anymore. As good as Kingdom Hearts music is, the copyright gods will strike me down if I try using it too much. So we're playing Knights music today. Let me get this looping as well. Thank you, Braden Green. Hey, are you gonna do more What If Blank? Or are you done until the next? No. I will. I'm still working on it. I'm just taking a bit of a hiatus at the moment to kind of, focus on these thumbnails for a little bit, and just to give myself a little mental break as well. But they will be back, and I also promise they will be back before the thumbnails finish. Like if I waited to get the thumbnails done, to do another moveset, you wouldn't be seeing one until next year, and I don't want to do that to you guys. I know it's already been a while. Like, it's already been half a year, which to a degree is pretty unacceptable, but I'm lazy.
Breaks are important, and so is having the mental capacity to be able to do something. And yes, Chin, you do hear me.
You're going to an anime con tomorrow. Sick. I don't think I've been to an anime con since MomoCon.
We really need to fix that.
Yeah, we do. And if you're wondering, and if you think the Knights music isn't appropriate for for Kingdom Hearts, just pretend it's Dream Drop Distance.
Somewhat fitting.
Thank you again, Braden. Okay, because I have an idea for the next character. How about Peppino? Okay, we got you down. Don't worry. If you want to make sure for sure you get down, though, be sure to follow the words. Well, I guess below the screen. I'm pointing in the right direction. Am I pointing in the right direction? Yeah, right there. The words at the bottom of the... Where's my finger? Right there at the bottom of the screen. Follow that stuff there, and then you'll be able to get requests way easier and way more consistently. That said, yesterday I did finally finish Tears of the Kingdom. It is Game of the Century. That is not up for debate.
Oh, dang.
So this...
Maybe I should avoid the chat in case people start talking about Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, still don't talk about Tears of the Kingdom because it's still a relatively new game.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I know that. Not a lot of people do, though.
That said, though, so this morning, because I caught up yesterday, this morning I went ahead and caught up on everyone's requests in the comments and the forums and such. So I'm all caught up on requests until you guys start making new ones. And I'm gonna say, though, Ray, why didn't you or Maniac tell me about this William whatever dude who was spam commenting like in the videos about these furry OC characters? You could have told me about that, because I could have blocked him faster for you. So that way you guys wouldn't have had to have kept dealing with that. Didn't want to bother? No, bother me! Bother me!
That's a noopsies on your part. Like,
bother me! I don't want that kind of person in my comments. Bother me about that kind of thing.
You should have folded.
So yeah, I went ahead and blocked all of his YouTube channel, all of his YouTube accounts, I think it was 14 of them. I think
14.
I didn't actually keep count, but yeah, this dude was literally just making a ton of accounts, and they weren't even like discreetly hidden. They all had like variations of the same name. So I don't know why this guy had so many different accounts.
Jesus Christ, do something productive.
I'm probably over-exaggerating that, but still, like, there's no reason to have that many accounts.
Seek help, then seek God, and then grass, in that order.
Eat grass.
Seek.
No, eat grass.
Oh.
More people need to eat more grass.
Alright. That aside, how is everyone today? Wrong gear channel name, TBD.
What's up?
Reading the comment that says, I'm already a deer, I don't need to eat more grass. I said, that's the wrong gear.
Well, maybe he is a deer too, so.
Maybe.
I'm sure he's someone's deer.
You're right. Wait, why did Nightbot snipe that? What?
What's up?
So why did Nightbot snipe that?
Oh, because he said stupid.
Oh.
That's one of those words where it's like, yeah, and like in most cases it probably isn't that bad, but I feel like most of the time when I see it, it is used more negatively than otherwise.
Yeah, fair enough.
But don't worry, dear, you're not stupid. No one here is stupid. Shifty eyes. Can I fix his nose?
What's wrong with his nose?
Sora's nose? Yeah, I don't know how to fix it, honestly.
See, I have to kind of just get by playing Minish Cap right now, because it's like my second favorite Zelda game ever.
Yeah, it's like, today kind of is the only day I can stream, because tomorrow is actually my father's birthday, so I'm going to be going to meet up with him and all them, celebrate that. And then, yeah, Sunday is when everyone's getting together for, like, this big family, like, event going on. So today kind of is the last day that I can just actually stream. It's been a somewhat busy week for me. So if I could knock out, yeah, at least Sora, and if I can get the Geno today too, that'd be even better.
Yeah, because for Knights, it's just Knights in Reala, right?
Yeah, but to be fair, both those characters do have somewhat, like, complex character designs. They're not too bad, but, like, they may take up some time. Especially Reala. Him and his muscles, his big, manly muscles. On this androgynous character.
So it's like, you can't say that.
Also, I had a guy in my Agumon video commenting, "Why are you forcing they/them pronouns on Agumon?"
Forcing?
Yeah, forcing apparently. I'm forcing pronouns on Agumon, guys. I can't believe this.
Oh my god, get that nonsense out of here.
And I literally tried to explain to him like why I use they/them for Agumon and Digimon in general, because like Digimon technically don't have like a sex or a gender or whatnot. Well, I guess they technically have a gender, but they don't really have a sex. Their gender would be Digimon gender, I guess technically would be classified by their personalities. And in the case of Agumon, who is like a multiple species, where more than likely the species each have like, you know, different personalities. Like they/them was just just made the most sense, especially since it's another case where like unlike Pokemon, where you can probably get away more so with calling Pokemon just its because they are just animals. Digimon are sentient.
Yeah.
So it's a little odder. But even after I explained that and also explained how they/them doesn't just apply to people that are in a non-binary. It applies to what you use in everyday conversation in general when describing a person who has like an unspecified gender. Like if you're talking about a person and you don't know who they are, people will just say they or them.
Yeah.
Like that's just common. That like a lot of the people that hate they/them pronouns for whatever reason will try to deny that, but they do it too unconsciously. But no, here's this guy sitting here like, they/them's only used for multiple people or for people that are trying to be entitled and get special attention. And it's like, bro. So I'm out of here. I made a response to him. Here's my response to him, and I'm waiting to see if he falls for this trap. I said, "Oh, so you're uninformed." Well, this actually reminds me of another time where someone who used to think that the same exact thing as you changed their mind. It's like, do you want to know how they changed their mind? And I'm curious if he falls for that trap by calling them a they as well. We'll see. Assuming he doesn't watch the stream and I just totally spoiled the whole plot. Thank you, Angel Troid. Something tells me I'm going to get Tears of the Kingdom first and skip Breath of the Wild. I'm interested, however. I'll wait for a price drop.
You're doing yourself a disservice by skipping Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild was a very fun game, so there's no reason to skip it. As well as, I guess technically you don't really need to play Breath of the Wild beforehand, but Tears of the Kingdom is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, so there's going to be some things that are gonna like you're gonna lose context on because you didn't play Breath of the Wild.
So here's an idea. I mean, unless you're just actively going to get a physical copy of the game, what I could recommend is you get the Nintendo Switch vouchers and just get Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom at once. That's also provided you live in the Americas, because I think those vouchers are only for the Americas.
Will I consider asking Danny to co-host another one? Yeah, because you haven't heard much from her. Well, she's just been busy.
Yeah,
Like she has a full-time job as a manager at her restaurant, and usually whenever she is online with us, she's normally spending that time watching anime, like with our friend, with our group and such. Brandon and I normally aren't a part of that, but like that's normally it's either she's doing that or she's playing Dungeons and Dragons like a nerd. Just had to add that little.
But we're all nerds.
Like a nerd. Eat grass, nerd. But yeah, like if another character comes up that I know Danny likes, I don't mind asking her to see if she'll do it. I know there's some characters that Danny wants to do as well. I'm not gonna say what they are, but.
Yeah, Dark Meta Knight. Like Danny's been putting in the work.
Yeah, Danny been busy. Danny's been busy having a functioning human life. She also has lots of fish, and is currently a grandma because some of those fish had babies apparently.
That's right. I remember now.
Can't believe Danny's already a grandmother. Can you believe this?
Come on.
I mean, she was already the mom of the group, so grandma it's kind of like the next logical, progression.
See, I've always called her the big sister.
Well, she always calls herself the mom.
She's the mom of the chat.
Oh no, I got a shade spiky hair.
You mean the Splatoon but soap game? Oh my, people have been dogging on that game when they got announced.
Wait, what? Wait, what's getting dogged on?
So there's this game that got announced during the PlayStation Showcase called Foamstars, and it is literally just like it was made by Square Enix too, which is the crazy thing, but it is literally just a bootleg Splatoon, and people have been dogging on that game when it got announced.
Okay, well, let's be fair here though. If it's fun, who cares?
I mean, yeah, but I just thought it was funny.
Like I've played tons of like Pokemon style games that are very much like Pokemon, but they're still fun. So who cares? Like
yeah, you're right.
So if the game's even if it's like Splatoon, I mean Splatoon is fun, guys. Like if it's fun, who cares if it's like Splatoon? It's still gonna be fun, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying the game isn't gonna be fun or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, seeing people's reaction to that game was hilarious to me.
I just find it sad that people will be so quick to choose not to give a game a chance just because it's similar or like another game. And it makes even less sense to me if the game that it's like is fun. Like if the game that this new game is, taking inspiration from or copying or whatever is fun, then logically, so long as the game is well made, this new game should also be fun, right? So what's the issue here?
It's funny you say that, Ray, because I was actually asking myself the other day, like, what other Square Enix titles have been a thing that I have personally enjoyed playing that wasn't RPGs? Because I know when everyone hears the name Square Enix, they think RPGs, and I'm trying to remember if I played any games that just did not fall under that category that they made.
Does my father watch my videos? No, but he is supportive of them. Like he'll often ask me like how it's doing, and he's not really interested in the content because he doesn't really play video games, but he is supportive of it.
What is the only thing you know for real? Can you be more specific? I don't think I get the question you're asking.
I mean, there isn't a single only thing that I know for sure. There's lots of things that I know for sure.
I mean, yeah. Again, I need more context.
He's probably referencing something. Yeah, the Spider-Man 2 game looked amazing. I'm super excited for that. And I can't help but laugh at the people that are sitting here trying to say that the game's going to look bad because the graphics look like PS4 graphics. What? First off, no they don't. And second, even if they did, why is that a detriment? The PS4 also looked amazing.
Oh my god.
What are you on? Stop hating for the sake of hating. Go eat grass.
They're on entitlement is what they are.
Go eat grass. It's like, why is that a detriment? I don't get it. There's also people complaining that New York is being used again in the same overworld. Yes! Where do you think Spider-Man lives? Where do you think his base of operations is? It's in New York. Why is that a talking point? That'd be like complaining that whenever there's a Kanto remake, that it takes place in Kanto. Like, are you kidding? That's a new one. I haven't heard people complaining about that one. That's actually, it's like, there are no stupid people. Shifty eyes. Like, goodness gracious. If you don't want to play the game or don't like the game, just say that and move on. Stop trying to make excuses to justify your hate. Stop being a weenus. Again, people just need to learn how to, like, just say they don't like a game and leave it at that. There's never really a need to justify why you don't like a game. Like, if you just don't like it, if it's not for you, then leave it at that. You can give reasons why you don't like it, but I feel like if you have to force reasons, you're only making yourself look weird. Thank you, Angel Troid. I'll just watch a Breath of the Wild Let's Play on YouTube to get the story. Just want to try the Ultra Hand stuff as soon as possible. Actually, speaking of not liking a game, I have seen so many people, ever since Tears of the Kingdom came out, saying things like, you better apologize to Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts now. And I'm just sitting here like, nope, I will not apologize to that game. If that game was was even a fraction more like what Tears of the Kingdom was, then it would have been actually fun.
Wait, what happens?
People are saying that we all need to apologize to Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts for Tears of the Kingdom, because they have somewhat similar mechanics, even though they kind of don't.
People were saying the same thing. I saw a tweet yesterday about someone saying everyone apologize to the Wii U right now because of the PlayStation Showcase announcing I guess a portable thing where it's like, oh, you can like play your PlayStation games or stream your PlayStation games portably through this device that looks a lot like a Wii U or has the concept of a Wii U.
Well, it sounds more like they're just doing the Switch thing. Because I mean, in reality, like the Wii U walks so the Switch can run.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, I remember playing Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. That game was so boring.
Well, yeah, Maniac. I'm just going by what the tweet said. Though it did bring up something interesting. It's just how the PlayStation products seem to just take so much from like the Nintendo.
Well, again, like I said, if the product they made is fun, who cares?
Yeah, again, I'm not saying that. I just don't. I just haven't heard much about these products like since they've been announced. And I'm not talking the new stuff that was just announced. I mean the stuff beforehand.
Did I see the new Death Battle episode? The one with Ant-Man and Adam? Yes, I did. Tears of the Kingdom reminds me a bit more like Gmon instead of Nuts and Bolts. No, that's a pretty accurate summation, I'd say. You're not wrong there. Like, the Nuts and Bolts comparison is just people desperate to try to get people to like Nuts and Bolts. I'm not even, like, exaggerating when I say that. And it's fine if you like the game, just please don't try to convince other people to like it. It's not a great game. Like, other people... Like, because here's the biggest thing. It's like, your enjoyment of the game should not be affected by everyone else's enjoyment of the game. You should not care what other people think of a game that you like. Just enjoy it if you enjoy it. And leave it at that. You should not make it like your entire life's goal to get people to like this thing that you like. There's no need for that.
There's a reason that there's a reason that everything that's made ever is not going to be made for everybody. Like, people aren't going to be into the same foods that you are. People aren't going to be into the same movies that you are, or other forms of media. People are not going to be into the same games that you are.
Does the same go for cartoons and it goes for everything. If
Yeah,
if you enjoy something, just enjoy it. Don't let other people's opinions of it affect how you enjoy it. Even if the thing that you're enjoying is widely considered as bad, if you enjoy it, who cares? Because the reality of it is, bad media, like bad games, bad movies, bad cartoons, or whatever, if even one person enjoyed it, it still did its job. Because the whole point of media and of all that stuff is to be entertainment. If it entertained, it did its job. It did what it was supposed to do.
It's all subjective. Yeah, like, no matter what it is, movies, games, food, whatever, like, people are not going to be into the exact same thing that you are into. All that stuff is subjective, and that's perfectly fine.
Like, even when an influencer like me sits here and makes fun of games or whatever that I don't like, because I've made it known that I don't like Sticker Star or Plants vs. Zombies 2 or whatnot. I've made it known and I've made jokes about that. But just because I don't like it, don't let that, like, influence how you like your enjoyment of the game. If you like it, good on you. I'm not gonna judge you out loud, but you know what I mean. Like,
You don't defeat the purpose. Come on.
And everything he said got thrown out the window.
Chat, don't do it. This is what we call a setup.
The bait and switch. Like, so long as the media you're consuming doesn't actively harm people, it's fine. Like, I still just don't get the people who try to make it their entire personality on to hate something. There's just no need. There's just no need for that at all.
There's never a need for it, but people are just gonna like say and do what they want anyway. Every fandom is going to be bad to somebody. But in other cases, when it shows, it shows.
Pokemon.
Ray is not Danny. Ray is Ray.
Pulls the mask off. Surprise! Would you ever be wanting to help with a game like this? Something like cartoons crossing over with video games or something? Have you ever wanted to work on something like that? You mean just like crossover style games, like in the same vein as Smash? And I wouldn't mind working on something like that. I think that'd be fun. I don't think I'm really fully qualified to be able to work on a full project like that. I make fan movesets, but I don't fully know the first thing about actually working on a project like that. I'm gonna just take some of these specific spots of highlight and just bring them down because they're a little too bright in some areas, but if I bring them down, they wouldn't be bright enough in others. There we go.
Brian is online, but he's not here right now.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know where
as of
Brian.
right-
I don't know where Brian
as of-
is.
As of right now, it is just me.
He's off being a nerd. He's off eating grass, probably.
Hey. Thoughts on Splatoon by Square Enix?
We just talked about that. Like,
Yeah, we did, and I kind of just want them to like do like a gameplay showcase or something just to see what people say.
in short, wait for the game to come out. If it's fun, it's fun. Who cares if it's like Splatoon? It's not that big a deal. All right, there's the Sora. Now let's get the rocks and the show. Rocks and show.
But we already have a Square Enix character named Show.
Shower.
Ray, I see what you did there, and you're a menace.
Oh, Roxas and Goth Kyrie, got it.
So, yeah, you're a menace.
You forgot Xion even existed. It's clearly because people never spell her name right. It's not an SH at the beginning. It's an X at the beginning, which I know is weird, but whatever. Kingdom Hearts is weird. Again, like I said last stream, Kingdom Hearts is stupid. I love it, but it's stupid. And let's please not pretend otherwise. What the world? Why is this? Again, like I said, you're allowed to like something, but please acknowledge its flaws. Because it's one thing, it is one thing to like something, it's another thing to pretend its flaws don't exist. Like with the Mario movie. Which we will talk about next stream, when Brandon's not here, unless Brandon sees it before then.
Well, it is out digitally.
But it is. I've heard it's a little expensive to see it digitally. So unless you can pirate it somewhere online.
Is that a movie quote? I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. Again, don't talk about the Mario movie just yet, because Brandon hasn't seen it.
Hey, chill.
What?
My phone was ringing.
Oh.
It's playing a song that could be copyrighted.
Yeah, I said, like, I made a deal in the last stream that we will talk, I will lift the Mario movie spoiler thing next stream when I go over Geno. Because at least then it's at least kind of relevant, because I'm working on a Mario character. And I feel like that'll by the time I get to that stream, enough time hopefully should have passed for where enough of us in the chat should have seen the Mario movie. But that'll also give me the opportunity as well to just to like make a proper titled stream saying that we're going to be talking about the Mario movie. So that way people just know to not come in if they haven't seen it. So that'll be next stream. We'll talk about it.
Maybe I ought to attend that movie night for the Mario movie when it actually happens in the SMG server.
You should. It's a good movie. Has its flaws, but it is a fun movie. I have not seen it since I saw it opening day, but I do want to see it again soon. Just haven't had the chance to just yet.
Nah, you don't need to subscribe to a Patreon or anything like that to get access to the Discord server. You do need to be a channel member, though.
Yeah, like, it's not Patreon. It's yeah, YouTube channel membership. But once you're a member once and get into the Discord server, that's it. Like you don't once you're in the Discord server, you can stay for as long as you want. So you only need to meet so even if you're only a channel member for a month, that's all you need to do. Even though, admittedly, I've been pretty inactive in my own Discord server. I'm just bad about that kind of thing, so I apologize for that.
It's okay, I have been too.
We're bad content creators. Again, you're allowed to like something and still point out its flaws.
Yeah.
You guys can't even argue with that one. Like, I need to see Roxas's shoulder bones here. Hold on. Not his shoulder bones, his... What are these called again? Like the bones underneath your neck?
Collarbone?
Collarbone, yeah, thank you. You really can't see Roxas. It's mostly Xion's that you see, actually. I'll put a little bit of depth in there, but it is going to be more prominent on Xion, just because Xion does this thing with her... Yeah, because Xion does this thing with her jacket where she kind of lets it loose a little more on the top. I guess because girl. Oh no, shoulder. My innocent teenage mind. Let me actually pull up Xion's now. Yeah.
Can I do super chat without using money from my account?
No. I don't know how that works.
Like, question mark?
Like, I think you can I think you can do super chat with just like a credit card that isn't attached to your Google account, but I'm not really sure. But also, thank you for considering. Thank you for considering to use Super Chat. I appreciate that.
If you consider donating your time to be donating and without losing money, then sure.
You guys just being here already is a big help.
No, that's not true, Ray. You can donate things that don't include money, like donating blood.
Yeah, donating your time does count as donating as well.
Yeah, and donating your time.
Thank you, Angel Troy, for the 38 months. I still need to update my my channel member stuff. And I probably am going to start changing them around as well to like match the to use the thumbnail. Because since I'm spending so much time on this thumbnail art, I'm going to milk them for all they're worth. I'm going to use them anywhere that I can find. Like, effectively, guys, consider this art that I'm making for the characters the official what if renders for them. Official, quote unquote. Like, I'm going to milk this stuff since I'm spending so much time on it.
I've clearly started something I should not have.
What'd you do?
I said you can donate things that don't include money, like your time or your blood, to, like blood banks and like other medical industries and stuff like that. And now chat's going on like, oh, we can donate our blood to BJ. Like,
donate your grass. Donate your grass.
Also, I think my voice just doubled up.
Did it?
Yeah.
Thanks, right? Everyone donate PJ your blood.
Come on.
Blah, blah, blah. BJ secretly a vampire this whole time.
Donating plushies. How do I donate? Well, you go to streamlabs.com/resonanthearts.
Wow, okay. Man chillin'.
I have returned and I have graduated from high school. Oh, congratulations.
Hey, nice. Congrats. The most boring game I've ever played? Well, I mentioned Nuts and Bolts. That was a really boring game. I know there were others, but I do tend to like not remember the games that were boring to me, if only because they were boring and they didn't stick out to me at all.
Hang on a second.
What's happening here?
Nothing.
Ah, okay.
You already gave the warning. They didn't heed it. I took action. Anyway, boring games that I've played.
You know, I wondered why it looks so weird. Oops. Let me just fix that real quick. I was on the wrong color during the shading, but luckily, it's an easy fix. Boop.
I need to play Metal Gear again.
Maniac. For every 5 subscribers, I will donate 1 liter of my own pure Canadian blood straight to BJ's doorstep. Oh no. can't believe Maniac's about to die.
If I could boot up the old switcheroony here, I could
That looks
probably
better.
look at my list of games and see if there's anything I consider boring that I played.
I was wondering why the coloring there looked a little weird. It's fixed now, though. Yeah, we already got the Knights music going because Rowdy Rumble got copyright hit, so I don't trust Kingdom Hearts music in general now.
I don't trust Square.
I don't trust Kingdom Hearts.
I really want to play 14 again.
Then go play 14. What's stopping you?
Money. Is my voice doubling again? Oh, it totally is. What the heck?
Your voice is echoing?
Yeah.
Well, how?
Why isn't Danny here? She's a busy woman.
She at work. She has a job.
Oh yeah, Echo's gone. I heard a slight echo, but it's gone now.
If you want to know why Danny isn't showing up in my stream so badly, just go ask her yourself. At Twitter at Raoshutsu. See what she says.
Don't actually do that.
Everyone just suddenly goes, everyone was going to Bob. Like, Danny has been very, like, online and active for so many years. So suddenly she goes to Twitter and she sees, like, 20 messages. What? What happened?
actually do send Danny love. Danny is amazing.
It's actually a shame, too, because there was actually a period of time there for a bit where it looked like Danny actually was going to become a pretty successful content creator. Like there was a while there where her sub numbers were going up really high, and she was even getting the attention of like a lot of other big names. Like, but then her channel got false claimed, because back then that was happening a lot, where people were just claiming dumb stuff, and the YouTube bots at the time were not good at catching what was fake, what was considered fake and what wasn't. And Danny just didn't have the motivation to want to bother opening her channel back up, and after that, she kind of just stopped.
I'm pretty sure Espio is already on the list. Rishai.
Can you do movesets for Espio? Maybe. Earphone warning.
Well, you hear that?
What?
I thought you brought up my phone, and I'm like, wait, you hear that?
No, earphone warning, because I just...
Oh.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Rochelle can't read confirmed.
Read what? No, nobody tell them. Just...
No, don't. Darn it.
We're just making fun of you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I get made fun of all the time. It's no biggie.
We're just having a little fun. That's what we do around here.
That's true.
Like, I am a channel that tries to promote critical thinking. Tries to, quote unquote.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're actually like the creators of Gris are actually like putting out more content or putting out more games for people now.
The creators of what?
Gris.
Gris. Like, you can't say I heard of that one.
When did that game come out? Okay. Who made this game again? Devolver Digital, okay. Well, no, I'm sorry. Nomada Studio, published by Devolver Digital. Yeah, Danny did play that game on SNG.
What was Gris again? It was...
platform adventure game by Spanish developer Nomada Studio, published by... If there's one move you will change from Sonic's moveset, what would it be?
Having him in the game at all. That was a bad move.
Oh my god.
Offend my entire base. Serious answer to your question, though. Actual, like, attack moves and not, like, aesthetic stuff, I don't think I'd change too much about Sonic.
To this day, I still don't know the difference between Sonic's down special and side special.
There are differences between them. Let me look it up real quick.
They're both variations of the spin dash, right?
Yeah, which was the initial point, because it's supposed to represent the one button gameplay from Sonic the Hedgehog, even though that gameplay is antiquated and outdated at this point, so wasn't the greatest thing for them to reference, but I get why they did. The spin dash, the side special spin dash, curls up into a ball, performs a short jump, then starts rolling toward the opponent quickly. Holding the special charges it up and increases its speed. In addition to granting intangibility at the start, it boasts impressive combo potential thanks to its ability to be followed up by any aerial attack. However, if uncharged, it stops when it hits a shield, making it very unsafe if shielded. It also boasts horizontal recovery potential when it is jump cancelled immediately upon releasing the special button. This turns the dash into a spin shot, a quick, long-range, short hop that can be performed either on the ground or in the air. Down special, spin charge. A spin dash that hits multiple times and has more momentum. It also has a slightly different aesthetic compared to the spin dash and requires button mashing in order to charge. However, it lacks a short jump at the beginning, cannot be cancelled in any way, and can only become a spin shot if used in the air. And when looking at their damage percents, so the spin dash seems to be kind of a more technical move that can be used for a lot more combo game. The spin charge seems to be a much simpler attack that I guess is more consistent with its damage but can do less.
Okay.
All right, let's get started on Xion. Will Marx from the Kirby series be hard to draw? No, not at all. Marx is a very simple character. The most complicated thing on Marx would be the, I guess the feathers, quote unquote, which I can actually show you guys now, because I finished Marx's sketch, so I can actually show you guys this now. I guess ignore the lines that I have already there. Which, by the way, here's Gino. I did finish Gino. And here's Marx's sketch. So, like, these feathers, quote-unquote, like these weird, like, hexagons, those are probably going to be the most complicated thing about them, because Marx has, like, this... Because each feather has, like, these weird patterns and designs on them. That is probably going to be a bit difficult to replicate, but it shouldn't be too bad. But that will be for another day.
Marx versus Kefka.
That would be something. Though I feel like Kefka has that one in the bag.
Yeah, Kefka wins that free.
Which of these Hoyoverse characters? I'm going to stop you right there because I don't know what Hoyoverse is.
They're the ones who did Genshin Impact and
Sora. See, I know very little about them to begin with. Yeah, that's honestly a Sophia question. My sister, she loves those games. Like she no lives Genshin Impact, and she very recently just started Honkai as well.
Okay, but how much money did she spend?
Excellent question. She does get their battle passes, so she does spend money on them. In fact, she's no-lifing it so hard, she's trying to get her father into it, too. Yeah, it's like, I don't really play gacha games anymore. Like, I spent some money on them. I had to, like, restrain myself to never go, like, too hardcore onto it. Like,
I mean, there are definitely some gacha games that are free-to-play friendly.
Yeah. Like, I played a lot of, like, Fire Emblem Heroes when that was bigger. Pokemon Go I played a lot of. I played a bit of the that Yu-Gi-Oh one. I forget what it was called, though.
Would you call Duel Links?
Yeah, that.
Would you call Pokemon Go a gacha game?
Yeah, because if you think about it, the Pokemon are randomized in what you can catch and what appears to you.
I mean, that's the same for any Pokemon game.
Yeah, but in this case, the game gives you the option to buy the items to make it easier to catch them. So when you do that, you increase your chances of being able to get them.
There's also Pokemon Masters.
Yeah, that is also... That's a more traditional... That's a more traditional gacha game, I'd say.
Yeah, which is what I was going to say.
Ninja Bread Man. Can't say I've heard of that one. I've heard of what's it called? Cookie Run? Because that was another one that Sophia was into a lot. I don't think she plays that one as much anymore, but that was one she was into. Sophia loves her gacha games. She loves the grind. This is why we can't let Sophia near Vegas either.
I feel like I've heard of that name before.
You guys talking about who's stronger between Sonic and Kirby? Look, it's all moot, because clearly Goku is the strongest. Just start that just start that whole thing, just watch the chat devolve into madness. Just watch the world burn.
You mean it's not already?
Fair enough.
Someone.
Okay, but which has the Keyblade?
Brian! You're right, though. You're right. The reality is, all three of them would lose to Sora, because Sora has the Keyblade. That is, unless you give one of them a Keyblade, then Sora loses to whoever to that one. Because as we established last stream, the Keyblade is the most powerful weapon in fictional history. If you have a Keyblade, you have increased your chances of winning a fight 100%, unless the other person also has a Keyblade.
Keyblade OP, please nerf.
How you doing, Brian?
Doing good.
Love to hear it.